Hello everyone and welcome to Wicklow Libraries. Today, as part of Spring into Storytime, we're going to read you a book by Beatrice Alemania called On a Magical Do-Nothing Day. It's a book that was published by Thames and Hudson. I hope you're all comfortably seated, and let's start. On a Magical Do-Nothing Day. Here we were again, me and Mom in the same cabin, the same forest, the same rain. Dad back in the city. Mom sat at her desk quietly writing while I destroyed Martians. Actually, I was just pressing the same button over and over. I wish Dad were here. What about a break from that game? Mum growled. Is this going to be another day of doing nothing? She was right. There was nothing I wanted to do, except destroy Martians. But she took the game out of my hands and hid it, as usual. I found it, as usual, and I went outside, where I felt like everything in our garden was hiding from the rain. I held my game tightly. Maybe it would protect me from this boring, wet place. I walked down the hill. At the bottom of our path, I saw some flat rocks in the pond. The rocks were a bit round, like the heads of Martians. So I decided to jump on them and crush them. But no, what did I do? My game fell in the pond. This could not be happening to me. I stuck my hand into the water to grab it, but it was so icy cold I screamed. Without my game, I had nothing to do. The rain was so hard it felt like rocks hitting me. I was a small tree caught in a hurricane. Just then, there were 4 lights, and 4 huge snails appeared. Is there anything to do around here? I asked them. Yes, indeed, they told me. I reached out and touched their antennae. They were as soft as jelly. It made me smile. I followed them down the path, and soon I found dozens of mushrooms. The air was so damp. I knew that smell from when I was small. It was the smell of my grandparents' basement, my cave of treasures. I knew that there was something special close by, that I was surrounded. I bent down and dug my fingers in the mud, where 1,000 seeds and pellets, kernel, grains, roots, and berries touched my fingers and hands, and an underground world full of treasures that I could feel. I looked up at the sky. Sunbeams fell down through a giant sieve and blinded me. I thought I heard the beat of a drum from far away, but it was just my heart. I felt filled with energy and began running fast, so fast I fell down the hill. And there, at the bottom, everything was turned upside down. The whole world seemed brand new, as if it had just been created right in front of me. I climbed the tree and looked out as far as my eyes could see. I breathed in air until my lungs were bursting. I drank the raindrops like an animal would. I noticed bugs I'd never seen before. I talked to a bird. I made my biggest splash. Then I collected smooth stones as clear as glass and watched the world shining through them. Why hadn't I done that before? Soaked up to the bone, I ran inside the house, took off my coat and looked in the mirror. Oh, I thought, I saw my dad smiling at me. My mother was there, still writing, but now she looked different, like one of the creatures outside. Oh, but you're soaked through! Let me dry you. She took a towel and we went to the kitchen. I felt like giving her a big hug. I wanted to tell her what I had seen, felt and tasted outside in the world. But I didn't. We just sat in the kitchen, looked at each other and breathed in the delicious smell of our hot chocolate. That's it. That's all we did on this magical do-nothing day. This is it. This was the story on a magical do-nothing day. I hope you enjoyed it and we look forward to seeing you soon again. Take care.